if they're concerned that much, they should actually approach them to say something, because it is actually a big issue on smoking on the bus.
I think it's really rude, and they don't really consider people who don't like it.
I ain't really got nothing against it.
I ain't really got nothing against it, because I do it myself.
Yeah.
It's fine. If you're upstairs, then I don't see the problem.
It's annoying, man, because it's like all the smoke's going in your face, because no wind could blow it out your face. All the smoke goes in your face.
I don't like it, but it's one of the things where if you really don't like it, you can just move or stuff like that, really. I'm not really too fussed by it.
Taking e-smoke is just as bad as like smoking it.
You should try not to smoke around other people, because passive smoking, a lot of people don't want to take in the air that they're smoking out.
But yo, now that I notice it, it does stink a lot.
It does stink a lot. When I'm not smoking on the bus, it kind of irritates me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some people have done it, yeah, and like we start coughing up. And like, we don't want to be smelling and taking other people's smoke. If we want to smoke, then we're smoking it.
Not really, no. Was there smoking there as well?
It'd be cool just to, because it's illegal, I think it's just kind of one of those adrenaline rushes, like, wow, I'm smoking on the bus kind of thing.
It's just everyday life, really. You go on the bus, go upstairs, smoke a cigarette, everyone else is smoking, chill with your mates, that's about it.
I think they're pure stupid and they don't know what the hell they're doing and they can't read, because if they could they wouldn't be doing it, otherwise they're trying to be hard and like think, oh, I'm cool, I don't have to listen to the law don't rule me, I'm smoking, I don't give a that's how they are.
I work on the motorway and then finish there dealing with customers, get stressed out, and then because you're not allowed to smoke in their building, just go smoke on the bus because they don't care.
He might be a bit loud in his personality or something, and he doesn't, you know, want to follow rules, and he just wants to do what he's doing. He might think that he's a bit restricted by all these rules that are around him, and just to like sort of say that, look, I'm my own person, he might, you know, smoke on a bus or something, for example. Yeah.
I used to smoke on the bus, I'm not gonna lie, and the reason why I did was because, like I was saying, like I would go out, look for work, wouldn't get a job, get really upset. I get a lot of bad vibes and negative vibes on the roads, and when I get on the bus now, I just don't really care about anything. You get me? I'm just upset. I'm not doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because psychologically I'm affected by my surroundings. So I act out, and most of the time I act out, it's not positive.
I don't even know. People just, I don't know. Probably because it says don't smoke, it makes them think, oh, I need to smoke. So. Yeah.
Because people need a fag every now and again.
Yeah, man. It's like if you're going on a long bus journey, man, you ain't gonna last that long.
So a cigarette gets you through the day then?
Yeah.
Nobody cares about what rules there are put out there. If people cared about rules, they wouldn't commit crimes. It's the same kind of thing, really, isn't it?
The consequences are not really that effective because you never actually get told off for doing it. So if they made a bigger deal about it, then maybe people will actually start taking notice.
People like to always get away with stuff, and maybe that's one of the easiest things to get away with because of the way it's how the boundaries are set. It's so easy to go on the bus and smoke because there's hardly any rules on the bus, or there ain't no enforced security on the bus to allow otherwise.
Yeah, people will get in trouble for smoking on the bus. I think you can get an £80 fine for it.
Let's be real, no one's actually been fined £80 for smoking. They write it there, they're all mouths. It's like, go on, do some action then. Don't just write it, actually go out and do it.
Not that I know of. I don't really know.
Back off, quick!
It is quite intimidating to see like a group of lads like at the back of the bus being loud and smoking and stuff. Like, I wouldn't go up to them and say, can you put your bag out? But I think it's just, you can't really do anything about it, no matter what anyone says. They're not going to stop smoking on the bus for no one.
Sit and ignore it unless you want to smack in the face.
Yeah.
once there were these people on the bus and we didn't feel like we could say to them, can you not smoke? So what we did was we got some spray out and sprayed it in the air so the smoke would go away.
I think people don't do it because they just think, well, if I say something they'll probably be aggressive towards them or something.
When someone approached me and telling me stop smoking on the bus, I'll do it, but it's never, that's actually never happened to me before.
It's happened to me before, a couple of times. It's because the image of smokers in it. Some people smoke because they've got a temper and they smoke to calm down, you get me? So if you tell them to put their fag down and they've got temper problems, you never know innit? So what people try and do is avoid that and just keep their mouth shut, like move seats or whatever.
Depends who they are. If it's a police officer then maybe, but not a normal person now. Because they're just the same as anyone.
People that smoke are made to look like they're bad and they're made to look like thugs in that. Well, sometimes that's not the case, isn't it? So it's because the media makes people that smoke look like they're not, you can't approach them in that.
Nowadays all your youngsters and that, they go on to they go over the limit, go on sick at people and that. So obviously elderly people and that don't want to say anything because just in case they might get they get scared, just in case they might get hurt or something.
If they look intimidating, I'd say yeah right, put it out. If they don't, then I just carry on smoking. That's what I used to do anyway, not anymore really, still.
People disregard their own health just to keep the peace.
Yeah, basically.
If there was someone up there, then maybe an old lady could get up and say, hey, cut that out and go to the higher authorities to deal with the problem. But because there ain't no higher or no help up there, it's harder for people to actually speak out.
Bus drivers have authority, but to me, they don't use it. They don't use it. They don't come up on the bus, tell youngsters to start smoking.
Because the other people that aren't smoking, they want to get to their places. They're not going to waste their time on the people that are smoking.
He is driving and it would be quite hard to stop driving because people have places to go. But I suppose it could be like another person on the bus that could just tell them, or video cameras, and then they could find them later or something.
There's no real proof to them smoking on the buses there. Yeah, but that's downstairs, not upstairs. Really?
I've seen it when I've gone on buses myself. They do have cameras and they'll see them, they'll just blank them, pretending that they didn't see them because of the fact that they don't dare go up to them just thinking what they're going to do. They can't even dare to come out.
It's not worth the hassle, they think. Because quite a lot of the time people will tell them to they have to get the police involved and they don't want to bother with that. There's a lot of people that do come on the bus smoking.
Once again, it's like youngsters all the time on the back of the bus smoking, so bus driver ain't going to go up the stairs and say, yeah, stop smoking to about 5, 6 youths, because he's going to be scared, isn't it? So.
To him, you know, if someone's smoking in his bus, it's not really affecting him that much, so you know, that's why I think they just leave it. But I'm sure there's some bus drivers that do try and stamp down and stuff as well. Yeah.
There was one time that I went on the bus and someone was smoking at the back and the bus driver stopped and said he ain't going nowhere until that person gets off the bus. That's one of them I've seen stand up for themselves, and that's it.
I've all the years, only twice the bus drivers came upstairs and told me to put a fag out.
For me,
all the time, no one's done nothing.
No one's done nothing for me at all.
The windows should be bigger on the bus. Why? So then the smoke comes out of the windows, and then you're not getting covered in smoke.
Upstairs you should be allowed to smoke, and then downstairs they don't. So that's why people who don't smoke could sit downstairs.
Yeah, but let the upstairs smoke and the downstairs not smoke.
Have a designated smoking area,
yeah?
They should have like a little smoking area upstairs, then that like a little smoking corner, then that way the other people that are sat at the front won't have to complain because if you sit in the smoking corner then you can't complain, can you? Because you chose to sit there.
Reach out to the youth through youth centres or something, or you know, they could set up initiatives where the youth can come and do stuff, and you know, they can teach them some morals and stuff, man, teach them some manners and some good habits instead of letting them go astray.
We even have separate buses if they can afford it, but yeah.
So basically you're saying that you should be segregated then?
Yeah, if you wanted to, if you choose to, then yeah.
I personally think they should have a smoking bus and a non-smoking bus, like separate buses, because then everyone's happy.
A lot of people, they don't really think about it smartly. Like, if you are a non-smoker, Are you going to wait for a non-smoking bus? Are you going to miss a smoking bus to get on a non-smoking bus? It don't make sense.
I think there should be harsher rules on public transport to really like buckle down and tell them to stop smoking, because it really is affecting people.
Don't smoke on the bus. It's so easy to like not smoke for 45 minutes up to 20 minutes just until you get off. I think that no one should smoke on a bus, and whoever does smoke on a bus should get a firm fixed penalty. And that's straight, because we've got enough gases out here anyway, we don't need any more.